It's here. It's here. Back to work. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia. Welcome everybody. Today I am creating something very exciting. You guys, I am starting on Christmas ideas. I cannot wait to share more and more ideas with you guys. And today I am working with Kate's backdrops and whole bunch of Tuftex balloons. This is the backdrop that I am using today. One beautiful forest backdrop with Christmas trees covered in snow. This reminds me of a fairy tale from my childhood. I cannot wait to unpack this, see the quality, and hang it up and dress it up with balloons. Everything will be linked and listed in the description under this video. And without any further ado, let's go. Let's unpack this beauty. The size of this backdrop is 8 by 7 feet. Let's open this up. Oop, something flew. Wow. It's beautiful. Very interesting quality. It's like a velvety quality and the colors are stunning. So let's go, let's hang this up. You guys, I didn't mention, but this backdrop has an opening at the very top where you can put your pipe through, and this backdrop will hang very nice and straight. My storage. And as you can see here, it is super easy to put this backdrop on. Just through the opening, slide it, and voila. You guys, look at this beautiful backdrop. I still need to iron just a tiny bit with my steamer, but it looks beautiful. Print, quality, colors, gorgeous. I will be reviewing another Christmas backdrop from Kate's Backdrops. These are new releases for Christmas from them, so stay tuned. One more Christmas setup is coming, and I cannot wait to create something beautiful out of balloons to complement this backdrop. All ready to inflate my balloons, so let me quickly go through all of the balloons and tell you what I'm using. So I decided to use 3 colors today: metallic silver, willow, and blue slate. I hope I pronounced that right. In blue slate I have 3 sizes: 11, 17, and 5. Willow 24, 17, and silver I have 5 and 11 inches. I am using my electric balloon pump from Garland Paper and Balloon Company. If you want to purchase this pump, the name of this pump is Zoom, or anything else from Garland Paper and Balloon Company, you can always use my code Anastasia10 for 10% off at checkout. This is an affiliate code, and it's totally up to you if you want to use it or not. Let's inflate our balloons. I am starting with blue slate 11-inch balloons, 2 balloons, and inflating them into different sizes. This next step is absolutely and totally optional. If you want your balloons to be rounder, just press your balloons against the floor, not too hard, lightly, to get more rounder shape. This trick won't work if you will overinflate your balloons with air. It's not going to help. Let some air out and then press against the floor. Then I am crisscrossing my balloons, my tails, bring it over and knotting them to keep them together in a pair. With my blue slate 11-inch balloons, I will be mixing the same color 17-inch balloons and kind of pairing them and mixing all the sizes together. I am working with one color at a time. The reason is because I want to have a better control of colors when constructing my balloon garland. So, working with blue slate first, clustering those balloons, and then going to willow, clustering, and I will be working with silver last. To cluster our balloons, I am taking 2 different pairs of balloons and intertwining them together. Really intertwine them together to really secure them together. Grab another pair of balloons and add this pair to this little wad that you just made, intertwine them together again to create a cluster like this. You can absolutely add one more pair of balloons. So I want to keep these clusters a little bit on a smaller size because I feel like these will be an accent color instead of a main color. These colors look so beautiful together. Love it. Silver balloons, I want to make mini clusters, small but cute clusters. I want to inflate these 11-inch balloons into probably like 9-inch balloons, 10-inch balloons, maybe even smaller, and mix them up with 5-inch balloons. I want to use them as a filler, as a break up color into those two darker colors. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna make my balloon garland, I'm gonna steam out some of the wrinkles. I am using my hand steamer. I love this thing. It's so convenient, it's small, and it's pretty powerful. I will link it in the description under this video. Beautiful this backdrop looks steamed out. I just need to extend this bar a little bit further apart to straighten all the wrinkles, but other than that, you guys, it looks beautiful. I found out that the steamer works better when you put tension on your fabric. Pull from the bottom and then steam, and it steams so nicely with no wrinkles afterwards. All right, you guys, let's go construct this balloon garland. To construct my balloon garland, I am taking two different sizes clusters, reaching inside and finding loose necks of my clusters. Here's one on this cluster and here's another one on this cluster. So I'm taking these two necks and literally tying them together. That's how I will be constructing this balloon garland today. I've learned this technique just recently and I've used it to construct my balloon wall, and it turned out so beautiful, and I am using today for my balloon garland. Look at this. Now we have this big cluster of balloons. I'm taking a third cluster and doing exactly the same thing, reaching inside and looking for the loosest. I didn't intertwine my balloons tight enough together. If you're not going to intertwine your balloons enough and they won't be tight together, they will untangle and slip out. So make sure that all of your balloons are completely and totally tangled together. Okay, I'm reaching inside and finding that one balloon lip that is very stretchy and long. Going to this build-up balloon garland, short one, reaching in and searching for that long neck. Right here, I found it. And now we're tying these together as tight as you can because you want your garland to be nicely packed. Don't pull too hard because you can rip off the necks, but just find that happy middle. Okay, looking great. And basically that's all you will be doing. Just tie more and more clusters into your balloon garland until you're happy with the size. Done working with my green color balloons. As you can see, I have two sections of this balloon garland. This shorter garland will go at the very top and I will attach it to my backdrop. I will be using safety pins. I will pin them to my backdrop. I will take extra fishing line or any type of string will work. wrap it around my balloon garland and tie my garland to those safety pins pinned to my backdrop. If you need a visual of how I attach all of my garlands using safety pins and fabric, I will link a video of commonly asked questions about balloon garlands. In that video, I do show how I hang all of my garlands using command hooks and using safety pins and fabric. This section of my balloon garland I will be tying straight to the pole because I didn't wrap my poles with fabric and they are visible. So I will be tying straight to the pole. If you're planning to use safety pins like I did, make sure you pin your safety pins through 2 layers of fabric at the very top of your backdrop. Use fishing line or curling ribbon to tie your balloon garland to your pin safety pin. Fishing line or curling ribbon won't pull on your fabric as much as 260's balloons. So very good even now with only one color, but obviously I want to go further and add these very beautiful blue color balloons. And then I did save up a whole bunch of Orbz balloons from my previous videos, and I absolutely want to insert them and play around with them. Maybe I can make something with them in here as well, so we'll see. To fill in spaces on my balloon garland with my blue balloons, I'm taking a 260 balloon and tying to my cluster. Double knot it because you don't want your 260 to untie and slip away from your cluster. Now taking a second end, second cluster, and tying that end to your cluster to create something like this. And I will place 2 clusters basically at the same time. It's very similar to rubber bands, but not really. I really do like this method as well. Stretching my 260, wrapping around my balloons, looking for a place where I want to place this blue balloon. Cluster over here, I am using a rubber band just because it's a lot easier to attach this cluster with rubber band because I can't see what I'm doing there. You can absolutely use 260 to tie it to this cluster and literally wrap your 260 around one of the balloons. I choose to use rubber bands. Attaching this cluster to this balloon, so this section, and also this cluster to this section, and I don't want to have this gap over there. We need to solve this part over here. It looks a little too bare and we need to add more balloons. Instead of adding a lot of blue that I added in different spots, I want to try to go for this silver Orbz balloon. This I believe is 22 inches. I attached a rubber band at the very end of my balloon. You can absolutely tie 260 around this Orbz tail and tie it to your garland. You can absolutely use a whole bunch of glue dots or a whole bunch of glue dashes. Glue dashes are my favorite glue dots ever. They are very sticky and will hold your balloons for a long time. This time I am using a rubber band. So I am choosing a balloon where I want to go with this rubber band. So I'm choosing this balloon. Don't forget to step back, look at what you're doing, come back and fix your balloons if you need to. This is how I attach my rubber bands to my Orbz balloons. I am folding my rubber band in half, wrapping around my Orbz balloon, grabbing one end and making a loop. Through the loop, I am feeding the rest of my rubber band and pulling on this just fed through loop to tighten. And here I am with this rubber band loop. Now I'm ready to go and loop it on my garland. So I am really risking here and still thinking about it. I am thinking about adding this silver color over here. I already have Orbz and I don't want to go overboard with this third or fourth color in this garland. I honestly don't know. So I will be using rubber bands and I will insert a few clusters here and there to see the full picture. That's the beauty of rubber bands. You can take them off and replace your clusters to different places or take them away completely, or to 60s. You can snip them off and voila. With glue dots, you need to be sure of what you're doing, because once you glue it down, it's extremely hard to fix that specific spot, because you have to pop the balloons and cut that pop balloon really close to that glued another balloon. I hope that makes sense. So let's go. Let's insert a few silver clusters. I think I like it, but I'm not sure. As you can see, I am focusing my silver balloons closer to my blue balloons. This is what I have for you guys today. Beautiful Christmas / winter inspired setup. Love all the colors, snowflakes, and beautiful backdrop from Kate's Backdrops. Highly recommend at least this backdrop because I haven't tried any other backdrops from them yet. I'm about to very soon. Good quality, beautiful print. I am happy. I will link the backdrop and everything that I used for this garland in the description under this video. About quantity of balloons that I used for this balloon garland, I will let you know in the description under this video. Check it out. Loving the quality of balloons. I only lost one 17-inch willow color balloon. I constructed this balloon garland with new technique that I've learned recently by tying tails of clusters together. It's a lot easier this way than using a whole bunch of 260s. You will see me using this method more often in my videos. Orbz. I love what they do to this garland, but be careful not to overstuff your garland with Orbz. It might and can look overboard. To fill in spaces on this balloon garland, I used mainly 260s balloons, some rubber bands to attach my Orbz, and literally 4 glue dots to attach 2 extra balloons that I added last second. Snowflakes. I literally pushed them between my balloons, but if you want your snowflakes to face forward like this one at the very top, then you would have to use a glue dot to secure your snowflakes facing forward like that. If not, they will fall. As I said, everything will be linked and listed in the description under this video, and some pictures will be at the end of this video as well.